Mashujaa Day is a day we celebrate, recognize, and honor our great heroes and heroines whose sacrifices gave us the freedoms that we enjoy today. Additionally, we also honor those whose fight for freedom and democratic space, unique entrepreneurship, superior administrative skills laid a strong foundation upon which our generation of Bungoma County leaders are building on. For this day reminds us that we are the beneficiaries of the sacrifices those who came before us made. Allow me to name a few. This year we would like to honor our great heroes and heroines, Elijah Wanameme, who was not only the founder of William Samba, but also an astute freedom fighter. Paramount Chief Sudi Namachanja, Pascal Nabwana, the greatest entrepreneur Bungoma has ever known, Morris Cardinal Otunga, the pioneer African head of the Roman Catholic Church in Kenya, Paramount Chief Telded from Mount Elgon. In our own Tachoni community, we have Paramount Chief John Situma and the former Member of Parliament, Honorable Alfred Wekesa Sambu, whose contributions made and gave prominence to the Webuye East Constituency. We forever remain grateful to our women who stood the test of time and contributed immensely to the women leadership and group development programs, namely Rose Masinde, Dina Hayota, Jane Wachie, all who serve in the Maendeleo ya Wanawake. In the sporting history of this county, I pay special recognition and commendation to our sons and daughters who have put their best foot forward and earned us a place on the national map. These sons and daughters are Namuela Boys High School, who won the recently concluded East and Central African Championship in volleyball, and they will be representing Africa in the Intercontinental Championship in Serbia. Our Bungoma Queens, who have been elevated to play in the Kenya Women Premier League, being the only women representing Bungoma County Bungoma County. In athletics, I applaud our sons and daughters from Mount Elgon, namely Leonard Patrick Pomon, who is a true world record holder for both 10,000 and 15,000 meters road race, Chemos Milka from Kaptama, Moses Masai and his sister Lynette Masai, who are world record holders in long races, and lastly, our own son, Ferdinand Omanyala, who has won numerous world Olympic championships. My administration is fast-tracking the final touches on Chemoge High Altitude Training Center, and we have run an advert already on its phase 2 for leveling and equipping the facility to make it habitable for our sports men and women to utilize. Even as we celebrate nationally, we must also appreciate home. I would like to honor our elected members of County Assembly for the extraordinary patriotism and collaboration that they have accorded the executive arm of my government, which has made the running of the county better than could otherwise have been. In the same vein, I honor the elected members of the National Assembly for their cooperation on county-related matters. The cordial relationship is unprecedented in the history of Bungoma politics, and I urge that we maintain the same spirit going forward. I would like to make a special honor to our own son, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Dr. Moses Masika Wetangula, whose tireless efforts have continuously placed us as a county on the national map. I ask all of us to continuously rally our support behind our own son of the soul, for he is the only one we have now at the top of this country's leadership from this county. Our teachers cannot be left behind. Bungoma has been on the national map for the good performances in academics and sports. We honor you all. I also extend a special honor to the workforce of the county who have in tough economic times stepped up to make sure that the county development trajectory is maintained. Ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating this Mashujaa Day under a very difficult national economic climate that has hit every citizen very hard because of the prevailing high inflation that has led to very high cost of living. At the same time, as was predicted by the National Weather Service, we have started to see the heavy El Nino rains that are causing havoc across the county. We developed El Nino contingency plan 2023-2024 that has a multi-sector approach involving all relevant sectors, namely the Department of Health, the Department of Roads and Public Works, the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Water, Environment and Natural Resources, Climate Change, Department of Gender, SWASCO, Meteorological Department, the County Commissioner and the County Commander, Fire Department and the Kenya Red Cross Society, and other non-governmental organizations. The plan implementation involves detection of early warning signs and sensitization of the public through local media and the county structures. So recently, we had reported incidents of damages from strong winds in lightning in Luandani, Umula, Kimukui in East Sangalo, and Misanga in Webuye. Strong winds blew off roofs of classrooms and dormitories at Ibutonge AC Secondary School. There was flooding in Popsiro, which claimed the life of a 6-year-old. A border lost his life while attempting to cross an overflowing bridge at Lusaka in Kibochi, and a lightning struck dead a 45-year-old lady in Webuye ward. May their souls rest in peace. The team has responded by stepping up sensitization at areas prone to floods, and arrangements are underway for the county to train divers on eco rescue in partnership with Kenya Red Cross, who will help in search and rescue efforts whenever the need arises. So additionally, arrangements for provision of building materials for the most vulnerable victims and installation of lightning arresters in the hotspot areas have been finalized. El Nino is part of the global climate change phenomenon. As mentioned above, the Department of Water, Environment, Natural Resources and Climate Change has put in place robust plans to deal with effects of El Nino. So the department has made great strides to be able to meet the financing locally led climate action known as LOCA program, funded by the World Bank and implemented by the National Treasury. So Bungoma County is among the counties that have been earmarked for funding of locally led climate action in the financial year 2023-24. Soon, there will be a rollout of capacity building of ward climate change planning committees across the 45 wards, followed by the county climate change and planning steering committees to enable full participation into the program, development of a county climate system. So the Department of Roads is scaling up the unclogging of the drainage systems across the county to reduce the risk to exposure associated with flooding. The department has 144 projects across the county which are at 90% completion stage and which will help improve the road network and navigation once finished. The procurement process is underway for 2.5 kilometer bitumen works on the Salmon to River Halaba Road. This section is part of 6.7 kilometer Salmon Sikata Road through Lujo and Chemwa that will be done in conjunction with Kera. The completion of the Nigeria Brigadier section of the Siru Brigadier Road that was not taken over by the national government is also our high priority. I will be saying something about it. The department is in the process of procuring contracts. Contractors to undertake works on 22 projects, among them 6 box calabash and 30 kilometers of gravel service spread in various parts of the county. In the course of next week, the department is also going to advertise and procure ward-based projects that will consist of opening, graveling, grading, and graveling of 363 kilometers of roads and 7 box calabash, covering the entire 45 wards with a total of 122 road projects. I'm happy to report that the field surveys have been undertaken on the identified roads to establish scope of work and are awaiting ratification with elected leaders to proceed with the procurement process. Under health, Bungoma was the first county to launch primary health care program in the country. The national government has put a lot of emphasis on primary health care, and we are doing all we can to be the pole position when it comes to matters health care for our citizens. It is in that line that we are upgrading 24 dispensaries to health centers status to ensure that every ward has a health center. We are also working on equipping the 300-bed capacity mother and baby infection facility with support from the national government at the Bungoma County Referral Hospital. I'm happy to report to you that we completed the hiring process of 235 health workers currently being deployed to the different health facilities across the county to offer healthcare services to our people. And Mashujaa, I want to assure you that we are posting 11 health workers to Webuye East, and Sinoko is going to get a medical doctor. The posting is ongoing as we speak now, so at a report work we're working. The Department of Lands, Housing and Municipality has achieved tremendous progress for the 1 year that we have been in office. They were able to bring me names which I nominated, sent to the Assembly, and having been approved, got sworn in to fill the vacancies that were on Bungoma Municipality Board, one on Kimilili Municipality Board. So this has now brought the two municipalities into compliance with the World Bank requirements for funding, and we expect resumption of business. On municipalities, still the process to get Webuye and Chile municipalities is going full speed ahead, and I hope to finalize them in the final year. Kuna watu walienda kotini, we want to tell them to withdraw that case so that Webuye municipality and Chile can be actualized. Najua watu wanapeleka kotini just to waste our time when they know they are not going to win. So nataka waambie watoe hiyo vitu so that we can be able to move. The Department of Agriculture is on the forefront of ensuring there is food security in the county. I want to thank all of you, my people, who are the beneficiaries of the county free fertilizer and seeds program, for utilizing them well. To all of us who embrace the national government subsidy fertilizer, headed to our call to do serious demonstrations in the farms. As a result, we have experienced great harvest, more than it has been experienced in the past decades. My administration will continue prioritizing agricultural intervention measures to ensure that we cushion our people against hunger and starvation. Next year's National Madaraka Day Celebration will be held in Bungoma County at the Masinde Muliro Stadium in Kandui. We are moving with speed to make sure that the stadium will be ready for us for use by the first quarter of next year. Phase 1 stadium is 77% complete, will be fully roofed before the end of next month. This event will be a big economic boost to the county and is coming about because of the good relationship that the county leadership has with the national leadership. I call upon all the residents to prepare to take advantage of the tremendous business opportunities that will be presented to the county from hosting the head of state and other national and county leaders from across the nation. As we prepare for Madaraka Day 2024, the Department of Trade is working tirelessly to make sure that the county is lit to enable a robust 24-hour economy. 30 grid energy lights, 168 solar lights, and 52 high-class mast lights have been repaired and fixed on various markets across the county. We were privileged to have the President, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, come to officially launch the Bungoma County Integrated Industrial Park as announced, and the construction process is ongoing according to schedule. We will soon roll out a sensitization program on the requisite value chain products that we need to engage in as a community to be able to operationalize and benefit from the industrial park. To boost our mama mbogas as they prepare for the bigger business with investors at the industrial park, the trade loan issuance program is complete. The regulations for trade loans have been approved by the County Assembly, and I thank them, and we expect to start rolling out trade loans as soon as funds are available from the National Treasury. Modern markets to be constructed around Kandui Stadium will decongest the area, while Kampia Modern Market will uplift the economy of that area and Kimilili in general. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, 2 months ago, I launched a 5-year county integrated development plan, popularly referred to as the CIDP, which spells out the agenda for the next 5 years. I continue asking for your support to make sure we change this country. It is my vision that we shall be looked upon by the next generation as Mashujaas because of the development we shall do over these coming years. For each one of us has a role to play in the spirit of heroism lives on in every Kenyan who works towards a better tomorrow. Kwa hivyo nataka kumalizia, kuna mambo imeulizwa hapa mheshimiwa, mambo 12. Unajua nauliza kila kitu kile inafanyika kila ward. Tutajaribu kuona ile tunaweza kufanya mheshimiwa. Mambo ya agriculture, mambo ya roads, lakini ya muhimu ni barabara ya misimu kufikia, ambayo tunaizungumzia. Upande yule contractor yule alileta mchinese let down. We have told the national government kwamba wakikubali yule contractor ambaye anafanya kutoka Nigeria kwenda upande wa Brigadier aendelee amalize hii barabara. Because of that side, we have been assured by December lami itakuwa imefika Brigadier from Nigeria. Na tunataka akimaliza akuja amalize hizo other sections so that watu huko waache kuumia vile wamekuwa wakiumia. You know, we are now kwa sababu there's a contractor, ukiweka mashine nyingine utakuwa unavunja sheria. But we try our level best kufanya iwe moderate mahali tunaweza kupitia. Mambo mengine deputy ameongelea mambo ya teenage pregnancy. Mimi nimeshtuka leo kusikia ati kuna shule iko na watoto 21 wako pregnant and 31 mothers. Hiyo ni shule ama watu katika ola? Very shocking, it is true. Sasa inaonekana ya shule ile subject unasoma ni biology peke yake. Practical reproduction ndio inafundishwa kwa hiyo shule. I don't want to mention it, but it's a very serious thing. We must take, this is a crisis. Tunataka timu ya education waende kwa hiyo shule to establish what is happening. And the community, we cannot have 21 students pregnant in a school, one school, and that one mother wamezana wamerudi shule. What is all that? Hatuwezi kukubali vitu kama hizo. Nimeuliza kama ni ukweli ama ni rumors, nikaambiwa ni ukweli. So next week is a crisis, when we have a crisis meeting, wanaume wako tujue tuambiane hii, what is the problem? Kama unataka wanafunzi na unaona kuna mama ambao wanatosha, usiwapatie uniform. If your attraction is to uniform, we give you uniform that looks like that so that you can now prosper.